I have this hand truck. It's pretty old, probably about 15 maybe 20 years old. It came with tubeless pneumatic tires, which has gone flat several times. At one point I tried putting some adhesive in here to seal it, and it held for a little while, but it has gone flat again. The tires are completely flat. Can't get an image of the tire size on the video. I'll put the actual size down in the description. Anyhow, I decided I'm gonna, instead of buying new wheels for this thing will cost about $30 per pair on Amazon, and I decided I'm gonna try putting in inner tubes, which can be had for much less. So I'm waiting for that from Amazon to get here, and in the meantime I'm going to try popping off the tire off the wheel to get ready for that. And straighten the pin here to pull it out, and there's a notch right here to give you room to pull that pin all the way out. So pin comes out, there's a washer, and off comes the wheel. Now, I used to do this tire repair on my bicycle way back when I was in high school, and I got pretty good at it, but of course this is a much smaller diameter, so it might be a little tough, but here it goes. I'm going to use 2 screwdrivers. One to pry up the rim of the tire up and over the wheel, and then a second screwdriver to work that tire rim off the wheel. This one's a little... Okay, let's go this way. Hold that steady while I do this. It's coming. Here we go. Almost. There we go. So I gotta take this stem off. And I think just grab it with some pliers and pry it out. Okay, that works too. Breaks off. This is basically a grommet, and it broke off, so that's fine. The inner tube will have its own fill valve. Then I want to take off the old adhesive that I had put on here before. Well, I have the rims all scraped clean. I've scraped all of the adhesive I had on here. I'm not sure what I used, just because I did it like 10 years ago. But it's still very rubbery and pliable. So I'm all set, ready for the inner tubes to be installed when they get here, which I expect a little bit later today. Well, my inner tubes arrived. Let's see what they look like. Okay, well, this tire repair is proving to be quite the challenge. So I was able to get the wheel hub back in one side, but I'm having a heck of a time getting the this into the inside. So I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to feed the inner tube in. It's going to go this way. The valve opening is right there, so I'm going to start this by just aligning it with the stem in the hole, and then I'll kind of squeeze the tube into the tire. Finding the kind of have to fold the inner tube just to get it in. Yeah, I think this is the only way to do it. Bit space, push it in, and eventually the whole tube will go in. I tried to pre-set the inner tube and then pop the hub in, but that proved just as hard, if not a little harder. Okay, so the tube is in, and the valve stem is still set in the hole. Next, I have to get this hub out of this opening, which means I have to get this part behind the rim of the hub. And that has been proven quite the challenge. Okay, I've come up with a way that works for me. I got the first tire done, or on anyway. I've decided I'm going to use a vice grip to hold one side of the tire tucked down, and then little by little, using a screwdriver, I was able to pry the tire over the wheel like this. Because once you get it past the halfway point, it becomes a little bit easier. I can feel that it's almost there. Oh, I know. Let me put some, I got some, made some soapy water to put on the rim of this. Maybe hoping that that lubricates it a little bit and allows it to get on there. Okay. Oops. Ah. Okay. One more try. My hands are getting so tired and sore. Okay. There we go. I think we're almost there. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Oh my gosh. Whew. Take the vice grip off. Whoa. All right. Next, put some air in it. These things are great, by the way. So it's at 16 now. According to the inner tube people, maximum pressure is 30 pounds. And so I'm just going to partially fill it to 16 pounds for now on this one. Get the other one on here. This one I have to realign the stem. I don't know where it went. I found the valve stem and fed it through. Put the pump back on. Okay, so this one is also at 16. I'm going to go back to the other one now and take it up to maybe 25. Put more of the soapy water to help the tire seat fully onto the rim. I don't know if that's a real thing or not. It just kind of makes sense to me to do it. This has a set, but I want to go to 25 pounds, right? Okay, 25 pounds. And it stops by itself at the preset pressure. These things are really handy. I keep one in the garage, and if I go on a road trip, I'll take it in the car, just in case. And it also comes in handy when I'm doing stuff like this too. I'll put a link for it down in the description if you're interested. Okay. Okay. Set. Put the cap on. Okay. Now I just need to put the washer and the pin. Goes this way. Once it's in all the way, you'll want the tip of the pin over so that it stays in place. Okay. So that shaft has some wiggle room, so I'm gonna pull up on it. Put the pin in and then bend the tip over. Okay, put the cap on. And we're done. Wow, that was a tough project actually. I thought it would be so much easier. But now it's practically brand new. It was used so little that the treads are all still there. So not bad. I'm glad I did it, even though it was very hard. Well, folks, I finished my hand truck tire repair project. And when I first started looking for new tires, I was going to get the non-flat, the solid rubber tires, but those were like $30 a pair. And then I noticed on Amazon, people were selling just the inner tubes. So then I said, well, you know, I used to change my bicycle inner tubes all the time when I was a kid. How hard can it be? Boy, was it hard. Oh my goodness. The hub being only 4 inches diameter made it extremely difficult to pry the tire over the rim and back to being seated. Getting it off was not too hard, but putting that the tire back onto the rim, man, you saw in the video how hard it was. I used vice grip to hold one side and then screwdriver to pry it on, and eventually got it to work. Having an air pump also helps. I have the Air Moto brand from Amazon, I'll put a link down in the description section if you're interested in getting one. Please click through that. Also, I'll put a link for the inner tube that I used. Pretty much they all go for between $10 to $13, $14. There's a lot of them on there, so just pick one. But remember to please click through my link. Anyway, that's it for today, folks. I'll try to post more videos. I know it's been 6-7 months since I posted my last one, but I'll try to do more in the coming months ahead. But anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and if you haven't yet, please click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!